afternoon. Today is Wednesday, October 9th. Wow. Lots to talk about, lots to get ready for. But before we get into the general reading, let's see who's here and what you guys are up to, what you guys are chit-chatting about, what you guys are thinking about before we get into the general reading with the collective. For the collective, make sure all the cards are right side up. How you doing? Where you from? Especially my Floridians and anybody else in the in the path of that storm. I hope you're not in the eye of the storm. That would be a different story. A lot of us have been going through personal storms in 2024, where this has been a year, right? The past, let's call it 18 months, right? Because it really started in 2023, has been a time of huge transformation, has been a time of things falling into place. So things being moved out of the way so things could fall into place, so that your blessings can come in, so that your wishes can manifest, so that your prayers can come down, right? Prayers go up, blessings come down is what we say. Let's see who is here with us on this wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. If this is your first time here, hello. My name is Etta, Mystic Healer, Intuitive and Spiritual Life Coach. All of my information is in the you know where. What else? Did you get your planner yet? Because 2025 will be here in less than 12 weeks. And we will be starting like immediately working through all those prompts and stuff to make sure we have our most aligned year, our best aligned year yet. Let's see who is here. Angelita. Hello. If this is your first time here, let us know where you're from and how you're doing. I'm from New York and I'm doing really, really well today. Every day, but most especially today. Hi, Leah. Beautiful Leah. How are you? Hi, Frank. Hi, honeybee. Hi, Deanna. Dimples. Hello. Demi Marie. Ew, not to be confused with a Demi Gorgon. A couple of days ago, we had a whale wash ashore, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, why does the head look like that?" Because it looked like from the vantage point, right? The picture was taken. It looked like a Demi Gorgon. If you know, you know. Hi, Kelsey. How are you? Dragonia, how are you? Christina, is that Jessica sending the gifts early? Thank you. How are you? Nicole, how are you? Wonderful, wonderful people with us today. Wow, now that's a name I haven't seen. T. Mather, how you been? What you been up to? How's it been going? It feels like forever. It has been forever, right? How you been? We're going to get into the general reading just as I get through the hellos. Gabriella would like a personal readings. So, I'm going to bring out my list so you know I'm kind of rocking with y'all. Readings are only we do personal readings for those who subscribe to the actual live, and you could subscribe by clicking up there, and the list is already full, right? The list has been full since Monday. Everybody secured their spot. Now, after we do the general reading and these individuals haven't showed up, we're just going to go through the list, and who's ever here is here, and whoever is not, it's just going to have to wait till the next time we go live. We'll book a soul session using the link in the you know where. But then we might be able to take some other people who subscribe to the live or the Patreon, depending upon if everybody shows up for their reading today. But we will do a general reading for the collective, so stick around. Something may or may not come out for you, as with all general messages, whether you get them from me or you get them from somebody else. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Hello, lovely Rose. Leah, if you would like, you've been with us. You've been with us all week, right? So either subscribe to the live or sign up for a soul session. We could figure that out for you. Who else is here? Miss K, as always, my beautiful, beautiful sister in Germany. I love it. Classy. Now, you know you have me in my feelings and all of my thoughts, and I have words. Classy, I have words for you. They just can't come out right now. But they will. They have to come out before the end of the day. I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it on the live. I don't know yet. Let's see how everything goes. Tomato, that sounded like tomato. Tomato, I'm so happy that you're here because it's like, where have you been? Where have you been? Right? All right. There's a lot of you on here, so we're going to just get straight to it. So we're not on this live for forever. I don't even think my battery can sustain forever right now. But we're going to go into the general message for the collective. See what you guys need to know on this Wednesday. We've been told to pay attention to the news, to our intuition, to everything going on around us, where regardless of where we are in the world, right? We have members from Cali to Cape Town and everywhere in between, north and south. Pay attention seems to be the biggest thing that's been going around for the collective. Most importantly, to your intuition. There's a lot of strange things going on, like Milton being at the top of the mathematical possibilities that a storm can be. They're talking about redefining the scale to account for these superstorms that we're having. And we still have that asteroid slash mini moon slash we don't really know what that is orbiting the earth. And they will be around until like the first or second week of November. So if there was any time for you to really get right with you, now would be that time. If there was any time to look at the bigger picture of life itself, now would be that time. Holy Spirit, what other message do you have for the collective? And please feel free to continue commenting. I'm not going to see the comments until I'm done with the channeling, but the moderators are on board to assist you. What other message, thank you, do you have for the collective? Leah, stick around. Not Leah, L-I-A, Leah, the L-H-I-A. What other messages do we have for the collective? This one wanted to come out. We usually don't pull for this deck, but we'll leave that there. What else does the collective... All right, one fell on the floor. Oh, they both now fell on the floor. Great. So we'll leave them on the floor. What other message does the collective, thank you, needs to hear on this day? I don't think I shuffled these earlier. So we'll give them a quick shuffle. And the last message the collective needs to know. Please, please, please keep hitting the like button so we stay relevant in the algorithm. Thank you. All right. Before we get started for the collective, Leah to the front of the line, if she's still here, L-H-I-A, with the rose on your name. That feeling that you're holding on to, the having to know, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Is it happen? You and anybody else who is in that zone of being too attached to one outcome, you are being asked to take several steps back to look at the bigger picture. There's more going on than meets the eye with this person that you want back in your life. There's more going on that you need to get into besides reconciling with this person. The more you stay into the energy of, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? What's going to happen? I need blah, 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 blah. The further you push that out, because there's so much more that needs to happen. This is something you could pick up and revisit maybe come February. the astrological new year. But for now, there's a lot of healing and work that you need to do on you before anything else could fall into place for you. Now, back to the regularly scheduled program. We're going to get into the general message for the collective. Starting here, we have the Ace of Fire. An exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. The message we posted before going live was about making it through the storm almost being over, things falling into place, 2024 being a very tumultuous, transformative year. A lot of you are stepping into the season where you're going to experience divine intervention in a way that you've never experienced before. Everything that has been delayed is going to come in all at once. You see how proud this person looks? Like the sun is really messing with me right now. Right? You see how proud they look? Like a job well done. This is the energy that's coming in for you, right? You're about to get your medal. You're about to cross that finish line. You know how on Monday we had go the distance, and the cheetah or the jaguar, whatever feline was about to hit the finish line. Like, you're almost there. Keep going. Far too many people, and we've heard this before, we know this, far too many of us give up right before our breakthrough, give up right before the divine comes in and says, okay, you've passed the test, here's your reward. That's clarified by good luck. Come on. And that came up, it's been around and came out face up. Good luck is only one step ahead. That happily ever after is one step ahead. That wish fulfillment, whatever it is that you've been praying for, is literally about to happen. And we have a lot of chaos, right? Above and below. Right, we're surrounded by it. Not only our personal things, but things that's going on in the collective, in the global community, right? We're all affected by it. But just know on your personal journey, right? It's about to fall into place. Just continue to do what you've been guided to do. This is why it's super duper duper important to pay attention to your intuition. Because I could tell you the sun is coming out tomorrow. You can hear your favorites telling you the sun is coming out tomorrow. But if you don't believe the sun is going to come out tomorrow, when it doesn't come out tomorrow, you're going to be disappointed. And when we talk about the sun coming out tomorrow, we don't mean like tomorrow, as in Thursday tomorrow. We just mean soon rather than a few weeks from now or a few months from now. Because as always, spirit timing and our timing is two different things. Next, we have the Hierophant. Tradition, doing things the right way, right? But this is giving the energy of the divine coming in. It's like, you did well. Here's your prize. Here's your next step. This is where you're going next in the journey. Here are your blessings. Here are your miracles. Here is the season where people told you XYZ couldn't happen because of man's reasoning. Ooh, a lot of you are coming into a season. Spirit just said divine is going to show up in a way for you that you've never known or seen before. A lot of you going to know for sure on your terms, in your own way, who the creator is. Who's the mastermind, right? Some of us call it God, Source, the Creator, Allah, Jehovah. You're going to meet that energy face to face. And now that you have the heads up, get ready for it. Sometimes the best win is to choose what you're willing to lose, covered by that 3, which is the Trinity. All of those losses or presumed losses that you've been crying over, struggling with, allowing to frustrate you, all of that was designed to bring you your wish fulfillment. All of that loss were really wins in disguise. And you may not be able to see it now, but very shortly, in the next few weeks, next couple of months tops, especially if you've been doing the work. For those of you who still have that lukewarm faith, there's no shame in that because we all got to grow from somewhere. But for those of you who still have that lukewarm faith, your blessings and miracles will still be a ways out. But for those who have stood in the face of adversity and kept putting one pretty toe in front of the other pretty toe and kept marching to your destination, some of you had to crawl to your destination with tears in your eyes and battered hands. You're about to get there. A lot of you are reaching that point in life where everything is going to be on cruise control because everything is just falling into place. You say, I want a Shamrock Shake. And even though it's October and McDonald's only offers those in, March, right? Someone will show up with a Shamrock Shake for you. Congratulations for reaching that part of your journey. And then we have Mending Thinker, and truth be told, that all came out together in the upright. I feel like somebody asked what tarot deck is this. This is an oracle deck. It's called Wisdom of the Oracle, right? And this all came out together to reflect the healing that's taken place, the truth that will be shown to you. And for a lot of you, these are spiritual truths that's going to be showed to you through your ancestors and angel guides. Make no mistake, a lot of people are awakening to their gift. A lot of people are showing up and taking their leadership positions in the spiritual community, but far too many people are abusing their power and taking advantage of the community. There's so many half-truths and just downright lies in the spiritual community that a lot of us don't know, which one is it, right? You're coming to the place where you will have the answers you seek delivered to you. But you got to get out of the energy of having lukewarm faith, and you gotta really trust. Trust your intuition. Then we have Loyal Heart with 9 of Earth, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. The 9 of Earth is the 9 of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. By the Dreamer, which is the Fool card, right? A leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. When it comes to that wish fulfillment, when it comes to having those blessings come in, a lot of times it won't show up exactly how you envision it, but it's going to show up exactly how it's supposed to. Do not be afraid to take that leap of faith. Do not be afraid to take that contract in another state. Do not be afraid to make that move, because that happily ever after, that contentment, that satisfaction on every single level, that ability to have life's little luxuries, right? Which might be as simple as having clean running water, right? Tap water. Is just on the other side of making that big, bold decision. You've got to stay true to your heart. This loyal heart coming out in reverse. There's somebody, at least a handful of you right now on the live, newer folks, who are not true to yourself, and nothing will ever work for you until you become true to yourself. It will always feel like everything is happening to you. Remember that, because, again, the opportunities are going to present itself as it always does. Now, these two seem to land on both decks, on both piles. So we'll do this one first, which is Soulmates, which talks about partnerships and balance, right? During Libra season, a leg up and brightness and glories to those who deserve them when it comes to love and everything else that you've been wishing for. But specifically, they want to highlight love now, especially if you are a fire sign or an Aquarius. So Aries, Leo, Sag, or are Aquarius people, don't forget that once you set your intentions, once you set your prayers, once you said, this is what I want, in a partner, give me some time. Later on this afternoon on the Patreon, I'll post it as a free post. If you're trying to call in your soulmate, I found a wonderful free 28-day guide to call in your soulmate. So I'll be posting that on the Patreon later on this evening. So sign up and then you'll get alerted for it. But once you do that, you let it go. It's not, oh, is it this person or that person? Is it this person that's just, I haven't spoken to them. They're calling me all of a sudden. You go with the flow, knowing that your spirit team, your guides have it under control. When we're talking about wish fulfillment and prayers being answered, a lot of you, as we've spoken about before, right? True twin flames are coming into partnership because we're needed to come into partnership and experience that real love, that divine love, right? So we can raise the vibration of the planet. Queen of Fire, stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Being true to yourself, assert your independence and creativity. And the Star, which talks about wish fulfillment. It kind of capstones the whole reading, right? Happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans and choices. Do not be afraid to go sign those divorce papers. Do not be afraid to sign up for college, even though you're not 18, because who cares, right? There's going to be others like you on that same path. Whatever you choose, no matter who has what to say about it, long as you're being guided from your intuition and not your ego. Remember, your intuition speaks very softly, very gently to you, while your ego tends to scream and be a bit brash, right? Once you're making decisions from your intuition, you're on the right path. Remember to stay true to yourself. It's not about what your parents want, what your aunties want, what you see your neighbors doing, what you see the class of 2020 doing. No, you are on your own separate timeline. You are, because you found us and because you stayed to this part, I can say with all of my heart, you have some type of spiritual purpose in the world. So you can't be doing what most of the people in the collective are doing. You're meant to stand out. You're meant to be that shining star, that guiding light to others. And that's one of the reasons why your wish fulfillments come in. Because they need you comfortable, they need you content, they need you in the energy of being able to enjoy life's little luxuries so you can do your work, your spiritual work, for the collective, for the planet Earth, for the universe, unobstructed. That is your message. Let me take a sip of water and we'll get to your comment. And then we'll get into the mini reads. Because the list is full. But if not everybody shows up, then we might have room. So if Jen is around, you could start getting ready. As I go through the comments, Sister Moon Tarot, hello, hello, hello. Hi, Loka. Hi, Boogie. Blaze in the house. Kichi, we didn't even get to you, Chica. Not yet. We just got through the general, and you got 3 people ahead of you on the personals. And thank you to the person who signed up for a soul session. I'll get back to you with your timing later. Hi, baby. Divorce and school? That is a double whammy. I don't even know why they put it out like that. thank you, Doodle. Hi, Alex. Hi, Figure It Fit. Jasenia, hi. Heavy on the crawl with tears on my eyes, but you did it. You're doing it. You keep going. Hi, ooh, hello, Lilith. How are you? Your girl tired, Blaze. I hear you, and I feel you. Oh, it's Doodle My Poodles. That is such a cute name. That is such a cute name. Thank you for the pumpkins and the gifts and the likes and the follows. I appreciate it all. Hi, Roberson. Oh my gosh, Blade. I turned my feelings off. I mean, do what you gotta. Sand 30192. I'm from the Netherlands. How's the weather there today? How's the weather? Ooh. Meg, I hope. Oh, she answered about that deck. The Ace of Fire was from this deck, and it's the. As I get my glasses right. The Angel Tarot cards. This. One of my faves. And I'll let that be a surprise for those who are affected by it. Speaking of decks, I think I got to everybody's comments. Oh, thank you, Doodle. I'm glad you were able to catch me live. Reba, when will I find love? Never. I said it with my whole chest. You never find love. Love always finds you. When we go searching for things, right, and trying to forego divine timing, especially when it comes to love, we kind of set ourselves up for failure. But when love finds us, my goodness, is it fulfilling on every single level? Blaze, I believe at that point you hadn't missed a thing. Kichi, happy Wednesday indeed. I got a whole word about the storms and it broke my heart. Would you like to share, or is that a you and I conversation? Is that for the collective? Look, I always know when you're around, on and off the live. Ow! On and off the live. And Florida just had a tornado. It's coming. I done told y'all, when we had the flooding here, right? And we had those coastal flood warnings in New York, right by the 5 boroughs in Long Island. And I told you how I saw the water just come up. It just came up from the ground. I said, this is not going to be great, but it's definitely foretelling that the floods are coming, right? Where they're coming, that wasn't disclosed at that time. We were just told that they're coming. And you do know that the Sahara, the desert, flooded, right? Where did the water come from? Water everywhere, but none to drink, or something like that. This is why you got to be aware and you have to pay attention and get real good. And this is something I asked of the collective. Get real good with knowing when high tide and low tide is in your area. Because when the water comes in, if it comes in during that high tide, right? If you're noticing, wait a minute, things seem a little bit higher, but you won't notice it if you're not paying attention, right? If you notice your high tide is getting higher and higher and higher, you wanna start making preparations before the newsman tell you that you have to. You want to pay attention to the animals always, because they will always put you on to what's going on around you if you pay attention and learn how to listen to the colors of the wind. We all heard the song. We all saw Pocahontas, right? There's a magic to it, but there's also an intuitive practicality to paying attention to the wind and the animals and how the water rises and recedes, how it ebbs and it flows. Pay attention, because by the time they make the announcement, it's already too late. We've experienced it with Sandy. By the time they told folks to evacuate that bridge, in a lot of different places, the bridges were packed and nobody could get on or off, right? But those who knew, who could tell by the winds that they need to get it to higher ground, they did. They followed the animals. Hi, Momo. I was thinking about you just now. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? If we don't learn our purpose and why we are here, there will be more and more destruction. I suggest y'all screenshot that, put it on a post-it, slap it on your mirror, write it down somewhere you're going to see it every day, because that goes hand in hand with learning how to trust your intuition. And if you're here, and I'm telling you, if you find Divine Love Talk, if you find me in the Soul Tribe and we vibe, you feel something in your soul, that's your intuition saying, hey, we've got to learn something here. There's something more to life. There's something that you need to be doing more than worrying about Alberto and his feelings, or what Sheila is doing, or why Rebecca cheated, right? Like, we want to know those things, but we serve a bigger and mightier purpose to the universe, to spirit, and to each other. This is why I'm always saying, if you have those general questions about the journey, not so much about when am I going to hit the lottery. That's great and all, but all those dollars don't mean nothing when you're on the other side of the grass and you haven't done your purpose. You haven't walked in your authenticity. I will share, classy, part of my struggle with that situation we're talking about is that it encroaches on me being able to walk in my authenticity on a full-time basis. And I don't want to live that dual life anymore, that duality anymore. A lot of that corruption scandal that you've been hearing about coming out of our mayoral cabinet in the city, we know some of those people. We've had dinner with some of those people. We've had dinner with the mayor, right? It's a big deal. People are trying to sweep it under the rug, but there's, as with any other government, right? Corruption. So I've been torn on that part. Besides the baggage, it's like having to interact with that kind of community while doing this kind of work, right? So yeah, I'll squeeze that in there. Where's Jen? Is Jen here? Because we're gonna move through the list. It's not, if your chest has been tight, it's not your intuition. I can tell you that, right? Because that's not the seat of your intuition. If you look at your belly button, go about 2 inches up, that's the seat of your intuition right there, right? That's why we get butterflies in our stomach, or we have that gut feeling something is wrong. Chest tightness, always rule out the medical and then go into the spiritual. Thank you, Justice, which is so apropos, being that we've been talking about Libra season, bringing in justice and clearing out the way. And here you come, and not only coming, subscribing too. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Momo, I'm glad you could. Where's Jen? Because we're gonna move down the line. All right, Jen, we called you before. We're moving it to Cat. I didn't see Cat's name. It's Cat with us. Feel like I'm calling out bingo numbers. Cat, are you here? cat. With a K, not with a C. The answer's already there. I love you too, Classy. And I will always do what's best because, with great power comes great responsibility. And I'm having way too much fun with the collective. Way too much fun. Like, I don't even think this is legal. Hi, Grofito. It's Kat here. Kat, there you go. No sorries. You're here actually right on time. You missed the general, but you're here for your reading. And then I think I saw Morty. I don't know. That may have been in my mind's eye. Morty, if you're here, you'll be next. And then Kichi. And then if Jen still hasn't showed up, we'll have room for one more mini reading if Jen doesn't show up. So, Kat, my dear, did you have a specific question you needed answered, or would you like a general message? Thank you to all the new subscribers. I really, really appreciate you. And the new followers. The comment I had ready for this isn't clock at safe. Doodle my poodles. Aw. You're wondering a bit about you and your twin flame. Mo, I'm squeezing you in regardless. OG for life. So I gotta let the cat out the bag. Justice, since you asked first, if Jen doesn't show up, I will give you their spot. After being told several times, we're going to get more oracle cards to go deeper, right? Because some people, they get the channeling. Some people are visual learners. So we're going to get more oracle cards to help us get those twin flame messages, right? Not that I need them. They're for you guys. It's important, Kat, before I even get started on the cards, right? The sacredness of the twin flame journey requires us to just let it flow, to get out of the energy of desiring it or wanting it badly. It should just be a thing. Like, you have a doctor's appointment at, or better yet, you don't even know when the date is, but because, the year's changing, you have your physical set, or you should have your physical set for such and such date. It's coming. You're not thinking every day, oh my God, when's my physical? When's my physical? Or where's my annual review at work? You know exactly when that's going to take place within a window, right? When it comes to true twin flames, you have to really get good, especially when you have strong feelings, right? Because it's like somebody explained it like magnets. And I've been meaning to get magnets so we could do a visual, because you guys know I love visuals. When you have two magnets, right, and before they actually clap together, they do a bit of repelling first before they gravitate together, right? They have to move closer to get out of that repelling energy and then come together. When we start to have stronger feelings, and people will call this the runner chaser phase, malarkey, there's no such thing, right? Or it shouldn't be, I should say, it shouldn't be categorized as such. It's an opportunity to get comfortable with letting your person that you've identified as your twin flame, giving them the opportunity to catch up, giving them the space, and we'll see the angel numbers, or we'll see or smell things that remind us of them. We'll see their birthday, right? We'll smell their scent, even though they're nowhere near us. In those moments, those are opportunities for us to confirm, like, I know this is happening, and I don't care when it's happening, and when it does happen in the 3D, it's going to be so good. But in the meantime, using that in between time to prepare for what so good is going to look like, especially knowing that the twin flame partnership is not just being in love and all the woo woo and the flowers and the dates and the magic and the stars and the butterflies and the wedding and all of that is grand, right? We all want our Cinderella moment at the ball, right? Guys too, give the guy their Cinderella moment. Don't let them they want their Cinderella moment. It may not mirror our Cinderella moment, but the masculines want their Cinderella moment as well, right? Knowing that all of that is going to happen, get good at calming the need for it to happen now. Because when it happens, you guys go to work immediately. You guys will start inspiring the collective immediately. And once you're in the of doing your spiritual work, whether in partnership or you have your disciples with you, it's a 24/7, 365 thing, right? Boogie, thank you for sharing that video because he reiterated that, enjoying the now, right? Where you get to fail and you get to wake up whenever you want to wake up, right? Because when you're in partnership, things will move on a different timeline entirely. This moment, your season of singleness or being away from your twin flame, right? Your divine partner serves a purpose. So the first thing you're being instructed to do, Kat, right? Because we're saying all of that is get really comfortable with knowing that this is going to happen in divine timing and that those strong feelings, those moments where you have synchronicities, right? You see their birthday, see their name, smell their scent, right? These things that remind you of them are all reminding you. They're like little flags saying, you're doing right, you're going in the right direction, right? And being okay with the right direction, not meaning he's going to show up at your door, ring in hand tomorrow, right? And get into the knowing. Two things. Get comfortable with knowing that this is going to happen in divine timing and comfortable with seeing all the synchronicities. Get comfortable that once you guys get together as a true twin flame, y'all got work to do for the collective. It's going to be beautiful, but it's not going to be easy. Every day is going to present a new challenge. The challenges will get easier to manage, but in this moment of separation, get yourself prepared for that vision they've been showing you for the past few years. Even before you knew your twin flame was your twin flame, you knew you had a twin flame. You knew there was somebody out there that was better than all the other somebodies out there. There was somebody out there that matched you on every level out there. And then when you found out who it was, you were like, oh, okay. Come through, universe. Well, we're going to tap into your twins' energy. The twin flame journey has been over romanticized, right? When we think about Isis and Osiris, Jesus and Mary Magdalene. We're going to go there. Those are twin flames. Okay, so if you're able to walk the walk that they walk, if you're able to show up as Isis, right, and you can't find the eggplant, so you make them a new one, if you don't have that gusto, if you don't have that wherewithal to resurrect your man twice, you're not ready for a twin flame journey. If you're not ready to be called every name in the book and be written out of history so people only call you a garden tool, you're not ready for this journey. Just saying. Just saying. All right. Clear quartz, citrine, and speaking of Isis and Osiris, lapis lazuli. Which pile is your pile, Kat? The clear quartz. You have your confirmation, right? Four of Pentacles talks about holding on to things too tightly. And whenever we hold on to things too tightly, we lose that thing. What they don't want you to lose is lose vision, lose sight of the vision, right? Because it's going to come. It is going to come more beautifully than you can imagine, but it's going to come in divine timing. You're going to have this happily ever after you're thinking of with your person in divine timing. But if you start picking apart, whose Gaelic ancestor is here? If you start picking apart every single thing that happens or doesn't happen, you're going to lose sight of the bigger picture. Really stay focused that you two have a divine purpose to serve. And while you're working on you, they'll be inspired subconsciously on a spiritual level to be working on themselves. But once you super pinpoint your vision onto the day-to-day, you're going to lose sight of the purpose of the vision, and you're going to give yourself unnecessary stress and worry. Why do that? Especially when you know you're both being divinely guided at this time. That is your message. Before we move on, we're going to go through the comments. And then Mo to the front of the line. Izzy, subscribers to the live always get complimentary readings on the live, but our list is overfull right now for today's live. So we might have space the next time we go live, or you can sign up for a soul session or email reading using the link in the you know where. Cue the replacement like now. I'm a warrior in all, but I want to stay on my throne. I feel you. Throne. I feel you. Oops. New and new. Shell, still waiting for my twin. This is the best explanation I've received on twin flames, truly. This is the explanation I've been given. Like, I didn't come up with this out of my head, right? When I first learned about the twin flame journey, I was fascinated by it. And then Michael pulled me aside and was like, listen, wait a minute. Before you get in over your head, kiddo, this is what it really is. And that same conversation about being built for it, you pretty much had with me. It was a hard year. 2024 was a hard year. But I feel like I grew so much. Yes, yes, and yes, you did. And I'm glad that you're giving yourself acknowledgement for it. Ah, so what are we doing to work on the anxiety? What tools, safeguards have we put in place to work on the anxiety? Right? I'm going to need the collective to stop claiming things outside of yourself. Right? Start calling things for what they are without attaching them to you. Right? It's the thing. Right? It's my whatever you want to be a part of you. If you want that to be a part of you, I mean, that's your thing. But start making that separation, because on an energetic level, once we start seeing a thing as a thing and not a part of us, it separates that thing from us and helps us in our healing journey. Jen, you will be after Momo. Guess who saw another blue jay? Hey now. I'm going to need to start seeing pictures because I love pictures of birds. I love pictures, period, of nature. And besides, sharing is caring. Please. I would like a good duck to look at, Boogie. Gimme, 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 gimme. All right. I answered everybody's questions. Scrolling back down. Grounding yourself in the present. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Wait, what did I say, Loka? Is that a lot? Aw, I like the version of the journey I learned from you. Thankies. Thankies, thankies, thankies. And we had 3 past lives together. Life is so weird. Beautifully weird. I agree. I had it confirmed with a few other clairvoyants. Good soup. He was a major Dodger fan. Oh, nice, Yesenia. He's letting you know he's around. You know that's one of the ancestors that is working hands-on with you. Every time you talk, I just zone out. You know, you say that, and I had somebody say that to me one day in person, and they don't know that I do this, right? They can sense it, but they're like, every time you talk, can you stop talking? And I was like, wait, what? You want me to what? How are we supposed to? She's like, every time you open your mouth, I just go somewhere. What do you mean? What do you mean? Momo. So I get it. Did you have a specific question, or did you want a general message? You should have said so. Hand me your wallet. I'm going to say it just like that. Hand me your wallet. I'll be the mystic robber. It's not a bad idea. Going to these shindigs. Hi, Raquel. The reading list is closed. We are full. Subscribers to the live always get complimentary readings on the live, or you can sign up for a soul session using the link in the, you know. All right, let's see what's on Momo's heart. My citizen app has been going crazy, huh? Between that and breaking news alert, that's how I stay in touch. Your voice is so you thrive in the ASMR category for sure. Thought about it, especially doing like a late night ASMR. We'll see. We might open up another page for that. We'll see. Hi, Lux. All right, let's see what Momo needs to hear. We're shifting the energy for Momo, and then I'll come back to your comments. Mo, you have the clear quartz, the cowrie shell, or the lapis lazuli. Which pile is your pile? Yes, indeed. What messages? Because it didn't fall, so I had to take it. All right. All right. You have. So, what was confirmed with that thunderstorm and medicine woman card that came out together, right, while cutting and shuffling the cards, is about you taking every opportunity to embrace your gifts and acknowledging when you're being called to serve and when you're being called to heal a part of yourself. Certain situations, certain challenges that pop up is because you're supposed to be the mediator. Certain challenges that pop up are supposed to rub you the wrong way so you can identify that it rubs you the wrong way and then come up with a workaround. So as you experience it, you'll have that workaround immediately. Like nobody will be able to catch you slacking, right? Nobody will leave you speechless because when they come with the nonsense, you've already experienced something similar and already have the remedy for it. Do not forget what was shown to you, right? The picture that was shown to you when it comes to your purpose and exactly how you're going to be able to positively impact the collective. Right now, these little things, they may not seem so little because they do affect you they do affect your day to day in one form or fashion. And then we're not just talking about recent times, we're talking about the whole year pretty much, right? But all of these challenges have been put in place for you to, one, learn how to deal with them, right? Flex your spiritual gifts, right? Come to the aid of those when needed and look at things from a different perspective. Remember that card, All That Glitters, right? All that glitters isn't necessarily gold, and all that's gold doesn't necessarily glitter. It's making sure we see situations for what they are and not what we think they are or want them to be. And sometimes we want to say F the situation. Sometimes we want to say, get somebody else to do it. And I so feel you on that. But when we're called to do it, especially as higher echelon spiritual individuals, it's because we're the only one that can do it. It's part of our purpose. The good, the bad, the otherwise is all a part of the purpose of us becoming the person we're meant to be. And every single thing, especially over the past 13 months, have been pushing you to your maximum. You were sent to the in-between, so you have that duality. You have that balance. Now it's more about getting your human self in line with your spiritual self and purpose. And you could do that by looking at things through a different perspective. Next we have, we'll just pull all of them, Run with the Wolves. You are sacred. The Shift. I gotta make sure they're not the spicy cards. And Abundance. Right? I'll leave these here. Make sure they're all in view. One, Run. Speaking about speech impediments, right? Running with Wolves. Right? It's talking about being free. But it's also talking about trusting your intuition and always knowing that it's guiding you in the right direction. Even though it may like, are you sure? No. We have limited time for asking, are you sure? Especially over these next, for you, I'd say straight through the next astrological new year, right? So we're looking at March. So the 6 months, give or take, 5 months, 6 months, that window, right? To really get good with trusting your intuition, moving when it says to move, inspiring when it says to aspire, helping when it says to helping, and then taking a seat back when it's time to take a seat back. There will be times where you can proudly say with your whole chest, not my circus, not my monkeys. You're sitting this one out. It's just not you, right? You're not the one that's supposed to be taking the lead in whatever situation presents itself, right? It's getting even better through the shift because as the earth is shifting, as the cosmos are shifting, every spiritual being, every sentient being is shifting. But you being you, who you are with your calling, you're going to feel the shift the deeper. It's going to look and show up more drastically in your life. They want you to remember at every turn, whether you go into the supermarket, dealing with your in-laws, dealing with a shitty person that just has the nastiest attitude, that you're the sacred being in the room. You are the highest energy in the room. And it might be cool to want to pop off and let your other side show, turn your other cheek. And there will be times for that. You gotta always, always, always remember your sacred divinity and the rank you hold in spirit. And you will find that once you hold that energy, even the angriest of people, because when people are really shitty, they're really angry at themselves or their lives or both, right? Even them will start to calm down and gravitate to your energy rather than the reverse. And doing all of that, of course, leads you to your abundance. Seeing things from a different perspective, really using these opportunities to decipher where you have to act and when you have to step back. What is a moment that causes you to have to do something, and what is just being presented to you as a teachable moment, right? It's still very much in the picture for you. Nothing has really been delayed. Hyperfixating on certain situations may seem like it's delayed, but long as you keep trusting your intuition and running with it, running with the wolves, you're going to run straight into your abundance. That is your message. Mhm. But I like being the villain. Same. Same. Hi, Roy Boy. It is an honor to be able to serve you that confirmation. Jen, please start getting ready because you'll be next. And then we will go to Margie. I don't think I saw Margie. I saw Morty for a little bit. And then Kichi. Stills, your love messages have been on point with me. I've got one more for the day that I recorded that I'm going to post after the live. Oh, that's fine. Is Jen here? Because then we're going to move on to... If neither Jen nor Margie is here, we're going to move on to Kichi. And then Justice as a possible... Thank you, Loka. What would I do without you? What would I do? I pull those cards often. I wonder why. I wonder why. Hi, Denise. Thank you for the follow. V, thank you for the gifts. All right. We didn't do Morty. I don't think Morty's here. Kichi, where art thou? Hi, Kichi. Look at that. It's your turn. Morty. Does Morty want a message? Because if it's not Morty, what time is it? It's going to be Justice. And then we'll go into any general questions. Now, Reba. Readings are only for subscribers to the live. Hi, Marina. Oh. Well, I'm glad you joined us from the video. All right, Kichi. We're going to turn our attention to Kichi. So I'm going to turn away from the comments in a few so I could pull Kichi's mini reading. Did you have a specific question or would you like a message? Hi, Vanessa. I'm pretty sure I'm on the twin flame journey, but I guess a general message, you guess. Well, then I guess too. All right, Kichi, you have the clear quartz, the lapis lazuli, or the citrine. Which pile is your pile? It's okay, Reba. Roy boy, what you been getting yourself into? Roy boy, you have a telescope. You have a telescope. Roy boy, you have a telescope? All right, back to Kichi. Holy Spirit, What does Kichi need to know on this Wednesday? The 9th. 9 is the number of cycles ending, completion. So we're going to leave that just like that, right? So you have the sun. Let me make this poor baby TikTok safe, right? There we go. There we go. Blur that out. At the bottom of the deck, look at that. And look what's behind that. All I do is win, 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 win. DJ Khaled, right? If it hasn't started happening for you, you're definitely about to hit a winning season. And I felt that energy most looking at this card when it came out. And look what came out behind it, right? Whatever you've been doing, keep going, right? When we look at the blessed card, 22, number of balance, right? A master number. We don't reduce it down to 4. We just leave it at 22. Blessings with all these stars. Time to go with all these stars. And we love this card because this figure is just going. The bridge is not completely clear. I mean, it's kind of visible, but we see no supports. We just see a door, and we don't even know what's on the other side of that door. But for you, on the other side of that door is the land of milk and honey, is the season in your life where everything seems to go really well for you. In actuality, things are always going well for us. We've just gotten really good at calling things good, bad, and otherwise. But things are always happening for us, but it comes to the things you've been praying for. Like, it really aligns with the general message and what was said. Like the storm, right? That was just posted before we went live. The storm is literally almost over. And in certain situations, you had to really, like, you barely made it out of there. But it is okay because now you're still here, right? You're on the live with us. It confirms that you are on the right side of the grass today, and will be for many, many days and many months and many years, as long as you hold the course and become better at trusting and following your intuition. This level of faith, right? You're definitely not a part of the lukewarm faith community. Having this level of faith will always bring you everything that you desire, everything that you've been praying for, hoping for, and wishing for, right? You'll always be led through the path of least resistance because there's nothing here, right? We could barely see it, but we see that there's nothing blocking her between where she's at and that door, right? There's nothing blocking you. We like to say all gas, no brakes. That's the season you're coming into. And then we had time to go. And there goes that telescope again. So Roy Boy, I hope you stick around because I'm going to pick on you for 2.5 seconds once I'm done with this channeling. Unfinished symphony, and there goes that all that glitters card, right? In this moment that you're going through the last bits of the storm, tie up any loose ends. It's going to be clear to you what needs to be held on to and what needs to be released. Keep going and remember to always see things clearly, not what we think they are or want them to be, but as they truly are. That is your message. I'm going to try to see at my dad's ranch in West Texas. The Atlas comet is not visible from Texas. I was thinking about the asteroid, but if there's anything else you see with your telescope thingamajig, please share expeditiously. Like, soon as just share the information. I'll see it eventually. Please and thank you. And if you could recommend any high-powered telescopes that would allow me to see into the cosmos with my human eye, I would greatly appreciate that. Because I'm looking for that asteroid. I wanna see what it looks like with my own eyeball. All right. Miller, we've only been doing personal readings, and I think we're just about done unless Justice is still here. And if Justice is not here, and Jen is not here, wait a minute. And Margie, we might take another subscriber. Might. But we definitely need to get to your general questions as well. If you're an amateur, what does that make me, right? It's okay, Miss Nicole. Marry the goddess Ashe. How are you, beautiful soul? How are you? I love it when people walk in the room and their energy precedes them. Mm, 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 mm. Mm-hmm. Boogie, thank you for asking. I am well. Thirsty, but well. And I tried that matte top coat. I don't know how I feel about it yet. But I'm continuing this is part of my self-care, by the way, loving on me journey and trying to grow my nails. Matte, ew. My sister said the same thing. She was like, I don't even like matte cars. Why would you do that? I wanted to try, right? Because you don't know unless you try. It's very dull, and the oil is on it that makes it look a little less dull, but it's dull nonetheless. And I don't know. I don't know. Oh, anybody's wondering, those nail oils on TikTok really do work. They really, really do work. Thank you, Pumpkin. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, I love that ring. I only do matte if I gotta. All right. Where's Margie? Margie not here. It's okay. We'll do her next time. I'll hold on to this list. So then I'm gonna open the floor. Oh no. Both of them, the one I have in my profile and the other one, Radiance, they're both pretty good. The one that I have on my profile, because it has the lemon oil in it, is best for just your cuticle, right? It might be too strong on the nail. But the Radiance one, and make sure you're getting it from the real seller. And I've banged my nails. I've notorious for like those seams on the steering wheel, the vents. It's like there's a magnet that draws my hand straight to there every time I get in the car. And so far, so good. So good. A lot of those testimonials I can't say for any other oil, but for those two, they seem to be the real deal. So if you were thinking about it, go ahead and try it. And I still use my this oil, so that helps, I guess. But I'm ecstatic. Any general questions about the journey, the spiritual journey, life, love, what's going on in the cosmos, especially since we have Roy Boy with us. Yes, ma'am. They're on my page. Hi, Marcy. How are you, beautiful soul? You now make the third person that has had a spicy dream this week. And I was like, is this spicy dream week? How come I didn't get the memo? And I too had a spicy dream last night. But you are the third person. What gives? Hi, Miranda. Time now is 3:07. I don't even know what time we got on. Any general questions before we wrap up? It's spicy week. Ew. The storms are not the only thing are brewing. The other storms are brewing too. General advice. Well, since you're a subscriber, you know what? Let's go for it. I had one, but I was like, nah, Spider-Man, your time. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Hold on. This always happens, and it's always you, honeybee. Fudge. You were in my dream last night, and I can't recall it. Just seeing your comment hit me with the most insane deja vu, and it's just like, no, we were talking because I saw your face. Like, we were talking. I can feel your essence. I can smell your perfume. While we were talking about, crikey, I can't remember. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. It will come to me. And it was nothing bad. It's like we were having like a very confirming conversation. Thank you, Roy Boy. All right. Doodle my poodle. My poodles. Plural. Pick your pile. Let's get you some advice. You have the lapis lazuli, the clear quartz, and the tourmalated quartz. Which pile is your pile? Tay Money, how are you, beloved? The middle, which is the cross, the quartz. I don't know why a cross pendant is being shown to me. But you should be wearing it more often. There's a maternal figure coming through, pointing to a pendant, a cross pendant. Holy Spirit, what else does Doodle My Poodles need to know? On this Wednesday. You have, the D card. Not the D card, but, make it TikTok safe. The D card. All right. You have and the Knight of Swords. This is confirmation that you are going through a period of transformation, but that maternal energy that's coming through so strongly, very sweet older lady coming through for you with short gray but curly hair. Don't know who that is, but she's very sweet, and she wants you to know that you are on the right path. She wants you to keep your head up and keep doing what you've been doing. Keep going, right? That message that was posted earlier is definitely, you're part of the collective that was for. You're not alone. You're never alone. We're never alone. We always have our guys on our other side, kind of showing us the way, illuminating our path for us. And not only is this sweet older lady, she almost, I don't know how else to describe it, but the lady from Courage the Cowardly Dog, that cartoon, she gives that sweet, almost aloof but not aloof vibe. She's definitely one of your omnipresent ancestors that's always around to assist you. So feel free to, when you're having a moment, reach out to them in your heart space first and see how they respond. Once you get comfortable with how they respond to you, talking from your heart space, you can speak to them out loud. Next, you have a change in the wind. Ooh. That's why the cross keeps showing up. There's something this older person taught you about faith and religion that they want you to start not only leaning into it, but making it your own, because that will spark the changes that you seek. That will get you out of any energies of delay that you've been experiencing. They do a lot of interceding for you on the other side, but you got to hold up your end of the couch on this side by continuing that faith, by continuing that practice, but not in the vein of, oh, because they did it like this, I'm going to do it like this, but really learning about it and making it your own, custom fitting it to your needs. Because that's your superpower. We all have a je ne sais quoi, a little something that we do that is our, I'm trying to find a proper English word. I have the perfect, we'll call it a fighting stick, right? We all have something that we are given at birth to defend ourselves in this world, right? It's not just our spiritual gifts, but something that we actually do, that we're taught, that's the key to us surviving and thriving and living the life of our dreams. And for you, that stick is that faith, that practice that she shared with you. And when we do things by memory or mechanically, right, there's no feeling behind it, it doesn't work. But when we step into spirit with all of us and we make it our own, that's when we see how magical we become. And she's trying to show you how magical you are and dispel all those misbeliefs you have about yourself and get you out of that negative self-talk. She's always there when you need her. Just start with speaking to her in your heart, and she is so sweet. My goodness. I got goosies. Get comfortable with speaking to her in your heart, because once you open that door, other entities will appear and try to be the wolf in sheep's clothing, right? Like Little Red Riding Hood, right? The wolf pretending to be grandma. But once you get comfortable with knowing when she's around and open to listening to you, Because you'll know. You'll feel it. You'll feel it in your spirit. Your body will give you signs. You'll get the goosies. The hairs will stand up. Like, you'll know. You'll smell their scent, right? But yeah, you're not alone. And now you know what your superpower is. I miss her so much. Ooh, okay, so now let's find out who this sweet, sweet, sweet older lady is. The asteroid, come through, Roy boy. The asteroid, like the comet, is a southern hemisphere object, not visible from North America, but it's visible from South America, right? How far south do I need to go? Can I go like a little south, like Guyana? Or do I need to go south? South of the equator, south. We're taking a trip. Aw. Well, if you cried, those are happy tears. Hi, Florence. It's your mom. Oh, well, that explains how she showed up immediately. Immediately. A sweet, gentle mama bear, nonetheless. She passed in 2005. When's the last time you spoke with her in spirit? I can see that. I can see you being the apple of... Usually when ancestors show up that quickly, they just literally come to my side and like, okay, this is what it is. Say this, this, and then. They start that way. One, they're good people. Two, they have the highest and best intentions for you. What? Well, that was a weird sound. What would make it easier to open up that communication between you and her? It is hard. Sometimes it takes me weeks to see somebody that vividly. I can feel their energy. I can see their light body. To see her as clearly as I did, there was a lot of love here on earth between you both. Hi, Alicia. Take your time. Take your time, right? The tears have to come out because those feelings that invoke the tears have to be dealt with once and for all. But make it a daily practice. She just said being lost was part of your journey too. And she is so, so very proud of you. She's held you while you've had those moments. And that goes back to dispelling the negative self-talk, right? Once you really get into your faith and trusting that higher power, as she taught you to, you will see you and your purpose as clearly as she does. I'll go get another cross mine. Well, there we go. And I tell you, folks don't come across that, especially on the first read. There's work to be done. There's work to be done, but you're in good company. right? You have the support of your own ancestors as well as us, the soul tribe. So feel free to reach out when you're having a moment or you just need a space to brain dump, you know. I do get back to you eventually. I do get back to you eventually. This feels like day one for you. Mm-hmm. I appreciate you, Doodle. Every time I meet someone like you whose ancestors come through so clearly, it reaffirms that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Because when they're comfortable with me, it's because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And they don't have to, give me the kudos by them allowing me to be a clear channel, a clear medium for them, a clear conduit. There's no greater honor than that, especially when it comes with new individuals. When it comes with people I know, it's still an honor, right? But when it comes fresh out the gate, first reading, I don't have words. I don't have words, just feelings of extreme gratitude with every iota of my being. So if you have any questions, please, please, please do not hesitate at all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Classy, I am torn between starting a new YouTube page because my other YouTube channel has been giving me so many issues, and just continuing the Divine Love Talk playlist on there, or adding it, or just going through the struggle of managing this YouTube page. So I may post them later on this week. I'm still on the fence, right? Because I like to start things during the new moon energy. So I got to make a decision like today. But a lot came out. A lot came out just now. Abbas, use your tears to heal your soul. Yes. Me, 2 days while making my coffee. 888. Or shall we call you Embrace? What are you doing to say hello? Honor her memory. Well, what are they bringing you? What messages are they bringing you, honeybee? Boogie, have you heard of the Menendez story? I have. And I have so many words. So many words. I'm sorry they experienced what they experienced. All these years, I didn't realize who their father was. That's definitely not how the story was told. See, right? There's always 2 sides, 3 sides to a story, right? And the pictures that came out, like, how do folks see pictures like that and not question it, right? Especially the boys being the age they were when those pictures were taken, right? The system definitely failed them. embrace. I wish I could just hug you and massage your scalp and let you have a moment to let all the tears out. Doodle, how does this sound? Just saying a simple thank you in your own words. Thank Mom for making time to show up and say hello today. You see how you feel when you do that? If it feels like the right thing to do. I gotta make it to the post office. I'm trying to see the time. 3:27. Okay. Start there. And in the energy of gratitude, right? And this feels like a good space to wrap things up. Can't stay at the doorway too long, right? Because other things start trying to come through. It's my pleasure, Doodle. Yesterday, I was so happy I didn't have to deal with people today. Yay! Right? We need those times, especially higher echelon spiritual folks to disconnect. Before we wrap up the live, any thoughts, questions, feelings, emotions you want to share with the collective, with me? And you always are free to DM me whenever you can, right? Whenever you feel inspired to, and I will get back to you eventually. And as a reminder, 2025 is in less than 12 weeks. I am committed to assisting the collective on living a more aligned life. We're going to be on top of making sure we stay in alignment with all the cosmic happenings. Anything that we say and plan for the year, we're actually going to do and follow up on and hold each other accountable. And I found the perfect planner to do that. And if you guys don't like, some people don't like to write, and I get that, right? There is a digital planner coming out. I have to let you know that. I don't know when it's coming out, but it's coming out. I like pen and paper because, Erica Badu said, write things down on real paper with a real pencil and see how things get really real. But that information is in the where. That will be like the Soul Tribe Bible. Yeah, Boogie, it's scary. In less than 12 weeks, like we're already into the second week of October. Before we know it, we're going to turn around. It's going to be the holidays. And then we're going to be saying happy calendar new year, right? Because the true new year starts in March, right? The astrological new year. Shout out to all my Aries and happy birthday to all the Libras. Just like that, 2024 is about to be a wrapperoni. But y'all did real good. Y'all did very, very, very well. And there goes my phone confirming it, right? Because there was a lot of storms and tough, trying times over these past 12, 14 months. And you're still here. You're still pushing. You're still doing the damn thing. And I'm super duper proud. Even the floods, my goodness, the floods. I think that's going to be like my marker are the floods. I'm proud of you guys. I'm super duper proud of each and every one of you for showing up for yourself and doing what you need to do to live life on your terms. I love you all. Stay blessed.